Hi guys, and welcome back to the April International Challenge. I don't know what was going on with my hair today, but we'll forget about that because we're going into day 3 games. So we've played 30 games up to now. We have 24 wins, 5 losses, which is not great, and 1 disconnect. So the disconnect thing is a lot better than the last IC. But what we're going to do now is I've had a quick break. We're going to jump back into the battle spot. And well, not the battle spot, but you know, the online tournament, and we're going to try and push on, see how well we can finish this tournament. So we've got 15 games to climb up as high as we can, and I think we can definitely get past the 1800 mark for sure. So let's go with league title defense to kick off our day 3 games, game 31, and see how we can do. I think there's a few things obviously that we've kind of, you know, we've had some tough opponents, but we've not really been making the big plays that we need to make to take those games. And that's one of the big differences with these tournaments. You've got to be playing on top of your game, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that now. So hopefully we find an opponent pretty quickly, and then we can jump straight into some more exciting games for you guys. So, and we have our next opponent, 1653 rating from Madrid in Spain, running a team of Arcanine, Tapu Fini, Oranguru, Snorlax, Porygon 2 and Torkoal. So, very Trick Room orientated team here. Got the Tapu Fini for the terrain. The Oranguru is going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. Torkoal very threatening as well with that Instruct Eruption combination, and the Snorlax as well, to take advantage of those the Instruct, maybe Instruct Curse, things like that. So we do need to be very careful for that combination as well. So what are we going to do? Do I want to bring the Snorlax here? Maybe Snorlax on my end could be quite nice. But I don't know if I can fit it in because I definitely need Garchomp for the Arcanine, the Torkoal. I want to bring Arcanine, so I've got some sort of Intimidate support for that Snorlax primarily. Will-O-Wisp as well. Let's go with Arcanine and Celesteela. I don't know if I want to bring Celesteela. I might just bring my Snorlax in the last slot. I think I'm going to bring Snorlax to this game. Might be a wrong call, but we need to start using this Snorlax a bit more. So this is the thing, guys, we just got to play what's in front of us and take every game as it comes, not worry about the tournament overall. So we see my opponent lead off with the Tapu Fini and the Arcanine. So we see my opponent's Arcanine is faster than ours. Our Arcanine, Lele, is faster than the Tapu Fini. So that looks like it might be a max speed Adamant Arcanine. But our Arcanine is faster than the Tapu Fini. So we do see the Misty Terrain come up on the field here. So I think what I'm going to do is go for a Shattered Psyche into that Arcanine, and I'm going to go for a Snarl. Just get some big damage onto that Arcanine as soon as I can. So we see a Flare Blitz come out. It probably is onto my Lele. Yeah, did about half damage. We get our Shattered Psyche off into the Arcanine, and we'll hopefully hit our Snarl into that Tapu Fini. Be nice if this KOs. I don't know if it will, but maybe max speed, max attack Arcanine. It's got a good chance to, even out of the Psychic Terrain. Yeah, so we do take down the Arcanine, which is a nice start. Get the Snarl off onto this Tapu Fini and lower that special attack, which is the most important thing going into this next turn. And we just see a Scald come out onto the Arcanine. So that Snarl coming in super handy. See that Tapu Fini is holding the leftovers item. and Orangaroo comes in. So we'll probably see a Trick Room now, I imagine. I'm tempted to just go for a taunt onto it. And I am just going to go for a taunt onto it, and I'm going to go for another Snarl. Because I know I keep saying, like, it could be holding a Mental Herb, and the one time we taunt into it, it probably is holding a Mental Herb, but we've got to kind of try and shut down that Trick Room if we can. So we go for the taunt, get it off onto the Orangaroo. Let's see. No Mental Herb. Excellent. Get the Snarl off, which is really nice. A lot of the special attack on both Pokemon at this point, which is huge. And we just see a Heal Pulse into the Orangaroo, which I'm fine with, I don't mind that too much. And Orangaroo does go for the Trick Room. So, what are we going to do now? Could just go for a taunt into the Tapu Fini. Stop it. Taking advantage of those Heal Pulses. So we'll just do that. Go for the taunt into the Fini. Go for another Snarl with our Arcanine. And then I think what we're going to do is bring in our Snorlax this next turn. And start cursing up. So we see a Moonblast to the Lele. But on -3 we should survive this. Easy. And a Psychic from that Orangaroo. -2. Yeah. Doing very minimal damage. So I think my opponent is probably going to have to switch things up now. So I am going to take this opportunity to bring in my Snorlax. And I'm going to just keep on snarling. Because we could see a Torkoal come in at any point now. And if we can catch it with a Snarl, at least we're going to reduce its output. But we may see a Snorlax as well. That's the other thing we've got to be aware of. So we'll bring in our Snorlax. Get another Snorlax. No switching from my opponent at this point. Quite surprising. See a Scald into into the Snorlax. But the nice thing is we've got that messy terrain up at the moment, so there's no worry about us getting burnt. Special defense does get lowered though, which is not ideal. Orangaroo's taunt has just worn off though. So let's go for a curse with our Snorlax. And what are we going to do? I'm going to go for another... should I go for another Snarl? I'm just going to go for another Snarl. Might see the Tapu Fini switch out now and a Trick Room get set up. Yeah, so there's the Tapu Fini switch. And it is the Snorlax on my opponent's end. I see a Swagger. Oh dear. But the Misty Terrain should end now, so we can go for a Will-O-Wisp into that Snorlax slot. So I'm just going to go for another Curse. And I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp into that Snorlax slot. Hopefully my opponent doesn't switch in the Tapu Fini. Hopefully my opponent goes for the Trick Room rather than switching in the Fini in this situation. So you get the Will-O-Wisp off. It does hit. That's the main thing. Seen Instruct from the Orangaroo. She does fail. We get another Curse up. And we'll see an Earthquake from the Snorlax. But because of that burn, we should be able to take it a bit better than we were previously. Yeah, Does do a good chunk to our Arcanine, but procs our berry. So I'm going to just keep on cursing up with my Snorlax. I'm going to switch in my Garchomp now for my Arcanine. Rangaroo goes for Instruct, so he's just going for that Earthquake again. Does actually really good damage. God, it's a critical hit on my Snorlax. Which is why we'll just get another curse. Oh, so we see my opponent's Snorlax go for a curse now. Okay. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide with my Garchomp, try and fish for some flinches. Go for a Recycle with my Snorlax just to get that berry back. Some flinches here would be super nice. Really, really handy, especially on the Oranguru. But we just see the Instruct from the Oranguru, so it's going to get Snorlax is going to get a bonus curse off. I'm going for another curse. Right, I'm going to double into the Oranguru now. The Facade. And I'm going to just go for another Rock Slide. Because I want to fish for flinches. I need to try and get some flinches while I can. We see the Oranguru switch out, Tapu Fini come in, so we'll probably see Heal Pulse shenanigans going on. Get the Rock Slide off, we do hit both targets. See a Facade. Does alright damage into the Fini. And return into the Garchomp. Does take us down, which is a bit unfortunate, but and we proc a berry on that Snorlax. Right, what I'm going to do is, I think that Tapu Fini will just protect this turn. I'm going to go for a Wild Charge into the Tapu Fini. I'm going to just protect my Lele this turn. So the Tapu Fini withdraws. We'll get a Wild Charge off into this Oranguru. Should take out the Oranguru from this range, yeah. It's fine, so we do get rid of that. See, return into the Lele. So I'm going to go for a Taunt into the Snorlax this turn and go for a Wild Charge into the Tapu Fini. So I want to at least be able to stop that Snorlax going for Recycles and further curses and stuff like that. So you just see a Protect from the Fini here. Get the taunt off on the Snorlax. Our Wild Charge does go into that Protect. And we see a return. So we'll take down our Lele. It's a bit unfortunate. So I'll bring in the Arcanine. The worst thing can be if this Tapu Fini has Swagger and it goes for it. I don't think it has because we've seen 4 moves from it. So I'm just going to protect the Arcanine this turn. Go for that Wild Charge into the Fini. We should be able to take it out. So yeah, we see Scald into my Snorlax. It's fine because we're protected from the burn. Get the Wild Charge off. Which is alright. Okay. And we see an Earthquake. So this will probably proc our berry. Right, I'm just gonna go for Curse with my Snorlax. I'm just gonna go for a Flare Blitz into the Snorlax here. Hopefully Arcanine survives, but no. So it's Snorlax versus Snorlax now. And my opponent's Snorlax taunt wore off. So it's probably just going to go for a Recycle, I would imagine, at this point. I think if we just curse up, max curse up, just concentrate on that. Yeah, and there's a Recycle from the Snorlax. This is probably going to be really drawn out, this game. But the nice thing is that Snorlax is burnt, so this will be our last curse, and then we'll be fully cursed up. Will it be? Yeah, I think. I'm just going to go for a Recycle now with my Snorlax. Find my berry. I see a return from my opponent's Snorlax. Let's see how much damage this is doing. Not too much at all. Kind of wish we were burnt, really, to take advantage of the Facade. So we'll see how much a Facade from our Snorlax does. Can't imagine it doing very much. Probably about the same as a burnt return. Not doing too bad damage, actually. My Snorlax has to go for a Recycle now. If we got a critical hit here, we'll probably take it out. Save us all a lot of time. It's really good damage. There's a Recycle. So So we'll get the berry back. But the nice thing is, we're kind of pinning the Snorlax to keep on having to recycle for the next few turns, so we're wasting those recycles. Just go for another facade. My opponent just carrying on going for those recycles. So try and get back up to as full health as possible to kind of squeeze in another curse and then start attacking itself. But the burn coming in quite handy for us here, because it is just chipping away each time, so we'll just carry on going for the facade. And that time's alright at the minute. See the recycle, and because of the burn it'll probably proc on this turn. Let's see how much Wild Charge does. I'm quite interested to see which move does a bit more damage. We'll take Recoil, of course. Damn, okay. Critical hit, and we win. Super unfortunate for my opponent, but it saved you guys and myself a ton of time. Good game to my opponent, and Snorlax coming through. It was a good decision to take that Wild Charge there. We get super lucky, but we'll take that, won't we? We'll take it all day long, guys. After that was a pretty long game. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. I know we've just literally taken a break. But I'm going to just take a quick 5 minutes, grab a drink, and then we'll be right back. So guys, stay tuned for some more battles in 2 seconds, and I'll see you in a jiffy. So until then, bye bye.